Well, on this hunt, I'm with a guy by the name of Troy Elliott, and he's a highway patrolman. And I met him on a golf course, and he invited me to go coyote calling not too far away, so we're gonna give her a whirl. And what's interesting about this hunt is, again, we start to set out and the coyotes howl, but they're way behind us, half mile probably. So instead of even finishing that hunt there, that stand, sometimes we'll go ahead and I'll call softly and whatever, but we were kind of excited just to go get one, so first time together. So we'll pack up and we'll go over in the hills where they sound like they were coming from, and I'm calling away there. Here comes the first one to my right, 60 yards, and I can't get around, and Troy's got the shot, said just take it, so he didn't get it on video. Calling a little more, same thing happens. Another coyote, exact same angle, but about 100 yards, boom, thunk, he shoots out. So we got a double, but no sense of watching it because you guys like to watch coyotes get harvested or killed. From there, if I remember right, we went to another spot and I called in a couple of coyotes, but there's a bunch of cows there and they started a stampede. I didn't film any of this. The cows hung up about 700-800 yards because the cows started running all over the place. So we quit there, and Troy says, you know what? I got one of my favorite spots. So we travel over here and we sat down. And what's interesting, the wind is supposed to be up to 30 mile an hour, by noon or so. So it is starting to come up. But in this day and age of electronic callers, hardly anybody blows hand calls anymore. You can't even hardly find them. Nobody even hardly makes them anymore. But I still make the Randy Anderson series calls through Primo, so you can get them about anywhere. But I'm gonna sit down and only use this call in the wind and call this coyote. It takes almost 20 minutes. So this coyote has come from a long ways in the wind, and you'll see how I get her done with old Troy Elliott. It's the Highway Patrol. I never seen a cow get so pooped out. Hey, Randy Anderson and a young man I met on a golf course by the name of Troy Elliott.
Hello?
We were at the golf tournament and he goes, Randy Anderson, the old coyote caller. I didn't know him from Adam. He can hit that golf ball, let me tell you. And so he kept inviting me to come out, so here we are. We got probably 2-3 hours, and the wind's going to be 20 to 30 mile an hour. So we're going to go over the hill and howl, hoot, and scratch one up. Lead the way. Beautiful sand hills in Nebraska. Parked right there. I'm starting out with a double mouth howler. And coyotes are going to answer right away behind us. Coyotes are howling right back past where we parked. Wind's this way. We might see, can we get around, go after them?
Yeah, we'll just have to go straight across the road.
Okay.
Up into that hill.
Okay. Well, that sounds like a plan. Just leave this spot and go after them. All right, we're coming back over here. We're at the truck. Where do you think them coyotes are at?
Just to the left there. That big knob.
You're gonna hit
right
that
on the
big
back
knob.
side of it.
Way up there. Okay, we're on this big old hill, sand hills, with old Troy Elliott, the highway patrolman. And I'm gonna use a hot dog on this one. The old school start thing. That's one of his better spots. We got a big valley in front of us, and to our left there's a lake. And Troy said the coyotes come once in a while from that direction. He said over the years they very seldom come out of those hills. But most of the time they come out of that valley to the right. Okay.
pretty windy from this way. I'm gonna call it the mouthpiece here.
It's been a wet year and the grass is really tall, don't really look like it, but up that valley, sometimes you can only see the deer's head popping out. I call this sound the randy dandy. It's what I've been doing for years. Kind of sounds like a rabbit or a coyote pup mixed together.
Well, been about 6-7 minutes. I'm gonna put the whole barrel on here and let her rip.
I'm blowing just as loud as I can out on the tip. After we moved on them coyotes earlier, Troy shot a double, but I didn't get it on film. He's taking his time on this shot, make sure I get it.
Shot. Good shot.
Well, all right. There we go, our first one.
Yeah.
Had a set this morning and the coyotes were howling. They didn't come, so we moved in on them and we started a cattle stampede. And so a couple coyotes showed up way out there, but they didn't want to get run over. So Troy took us over here. He says it's one of your favorite spots, right?
Yeah, I love this spot.
Yeah. Do more of them come from that?
Coyotes here.
More of them come from that way.
Yes.
And
About
then
45 right towards that windmill, pretty close.
Yeah, and that grass was so tall, we never seen him till it got right out in there, but you'd think you'd see him coming through there, but boy, it was coming, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it was on the move.
Use the old hot dog call, and that's all I needed, so let's go gather him up. We're gonna get the Ranger. Good job. Yep. Okay, we are perched right up there, and here's the coyote. How far was that, Troy?
145 yards.
Yep, and if we let him go a little farther, it was going to be what?
Catching our wind and
Catching
be gone.
our wind, yep. And what gun are you shooting there?
This is a AR-10 and 22-250.
I see. Yeah, I just howled, spread it around. Started with the mouthpiece, then loud with, you could tell it's pretty loud.
Oh, it was, especially when you're set right in front of you.
Yeah.
It's loud.
Was that surprisingly to you how loud I blow?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. I mean, when you're offset a little bit, it's not quite so bad.
I
But
remember when I was designing this with Will Primos down in Mississippi, we'd get out the shop door and I'd blow, and he just put his fingers in the ears. He couldn't believe how loud it was. But, and what did it take? Probably 18 minutes?
probably a long time.
And that thing was on the dead run. I talked Troy into trying out the new Primos bipod shooting stick as a trigger. Show him how you just depress that little trigger.
And it goes up and down.
Down, just like a trigger stick, a normal.
Yeah.
Yep, all over the place. And it's just a magnet. Jerk her out there. There you go. So you can take it out, fold her up, stick them in your backpack or whatever. But what I like, when you have a coyote just coming hard right at you, or more than one, instead of trying to move shooting sticks around, you just jerk it off the old knee, old-fashioned style.
Yeah.
You know how to do that. But,
Yeah, most
all right,
generally.
good shot there, Troy.
Thank you.
One down. We'll keep it going. Nice big old coyote.
Yeah.
Big old female.
Solid.
Yeah, got mercury in it.
Easy.